Y'all understand what we are doing, brother?
Still got any questions?
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28.
God ain't evil. Why God hate a certain race?
God bless. Hey man, we out here for our people, man. We are the battle axes of the Most High.
We won a lot of battles, but there's more in store. If you're gonna be a soldier, know what you're fighting for. We the battle axes, God's weapons of war. We won a lot of battles, but there's more in store. If you're gonna be a soldier, know what you're fighting for. We the battle axes, God's weapons of war.
We out here to edify our people, to wake them up to who they are, because they don't know who they are. Sometimes we have to repeat this over and over and over and over, because we understand that we've been in captivity for so long. They done taught us lies over and over and over and over, and it then became a part of our memory. So now we have to erase that lie and start coming out here and start teaching the truth over and over and over and over. And while we saying the truth, give me truth.
Bring it out.
Give me John 9, no, better yet, give me Psalms 148 and 14.
Go. Bring it out, huh? Read the sheep out. Psalm 119, 142. Let's get to the preset. Come on, Peter, bring it out, man.
119, 142. 119. No, you got something else over. Okay, read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, and verse 142.
Bring it out.
The righteous is an everlasting righteous, and thy law is the truth.
The law is the what?
Is the truth.
The law is the what?
Is the truth.
We're out here to teach our people the truth, which is the laws of God, the Most High God. Without that, we wicked as hell. Until we come into the truth, then we're going to be wicked, because that's the way we was born into this world. So we have to open up our eyes and turn back to our Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. Read this out.
The book of Psalms, chapter 148, verse 14.
Bring it out.
He also exalted, Salakia. The book of Psalms, chapter 148, verse 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints. Even of the children of Israel.
Okay, then he exalted the horn of his people, the saints. The children of Israel is God's saints. Is his saints. So it's the reason why I pulled that verse. Because, do you understand? The saints is going to judge the world.
That's right.
The saints, that's going to be our job, is to judge the world.
That's right.
Now, whether y'all know it or not, the same people who y'all are afraid of is going to be judged by the people who they put in captivity.
That's right.
Okay? So the saints, the blacks, the Hispanics, and the Native Americans, that's our job, is that we're going to judge the world.
That's right.
Now, what do you feel about putting the people in captivity who are going to be your judge? How y'all feel about that? Most High God say the saints is going to judge the world. So if y'all ain't keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments, then you're not going to be part of the saints.
That's right.
You just going to be a lost nigger, Mexican, whatever they call you. That's what you're going to be. But those that keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments, they're going to judge the world according to the Most High God. Give me 1 Corinthians 2 and 6 and 2. 1 Corinthians 6 and 2.
Yeah, any of you have
Huh? You know it? First one. You got it? Read this out.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6, and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
They're going to judge who?
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
1 Corinthians 6 and 2 say, do you not know the saints is going to judge the world? Now, we just had a couple of people walk up here and say, you can't judge me. Well, not according to the Most High God, because he said the saints is going to judge the world. We're out here to try to keep from heaven to judge you. But if you're not going to listen, guess what? When the time comes, hey, it's going to be a little bit too late. It's going to be a little bit too little, too late. Because we tried to bring you out. We tried to edify you on this before that time came up. God made us holy. He made us a holy people separate from all other nations. Give me Deuteronomy. What you got there?
The book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 14.
Read that.
Like sheep, they are laid in the grave. Death shall feed on them, and the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning, and their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling.
And the beauty shall consume from their grave, from their dwelling. So, therefore, you know that, hey, that is going to be our job, is to judge the world. So everybody run around. This is why we out here to wake our sisters and our brothers up. We have our sisters walking around here with pants on, and the Most High God said we are to wear dresses.
That's right.
Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Most High God say our sisters are to wear dresses. If you get caught without not 1 and 8, you get caught without a dress on, then you're gonna have to answer for that thing.
That's right.
So we're trying to wake y'all up to turn it back to God, keeping His law, statutes, and commandments. Read. You got it? You got it? 20, 25. Come on, fella. Come on. You gotta be quick on the score. This is what's wrong with our people right now. You see how they're out here hollering and stuff across the track? Just don't have no kind of sense at all. See the police up here, they so disrespectful. Not only are they disrespectful to each other, but they disrespectful with the police standing up here. This is how messed up our people mind are. And the Edomites is the one that got them like this. They done taught them lies, then fed them stuff, and then they give them the drugs to kill themselves. Why is it an alcohol store on every corner in the black community? Why is it so accessible for our people to get a hold to it?
Right.
Why is that? Because they do not want you to be woke up to who you are. As long as they can keep you high, drunk, and ignorant, then they ain't got to worry about nothing because they're in their kingdom. And their kingdom will continue to go. And we up here trying to end their kingdom right now. If we can wake enough our people up to get them to turn back to God's law, statutes, and commandments, guess what? Their kingdom would end overnight.
That's right.
But our people seem to like the way, they seem to like the condition that they're in. They seem to like being in the hood. They say, the white man say, oh, we love y'all. If they love y'all, why come they move when we move in their neighborhood? We don't have to move to Highland Park or North Dallas. If they're over here in the Grove and it's a whole community of white people and you move in that community, all of them start putting a for sale sign in front of their yard. This is how they do us. And when they come to you and say, oh, we love y'all, y'all just buy it. How you gonna say we love y'all, but you ain't showing me how you love me? A pair of lips to say anything. A pair of lips to say they love you and at the same time pull a trigger on you or pull a trigger on your child. And then they'll turn around and say, oh, well, if he had just obeyed, if he had just did what the officer told him to do, how the hell I'm gonna do what the officer tell me to do if he's holding my damn arm behind me? How am I gonna do that? If he holding my arm on the side, he's still there hollering, put your hand behind you, I'm trying, but he beating the hell out of me and holding my arm at the same time. Cause on camera, it looks like, what? That I'm resisting. And then y'all buy into that, well, all he had to do was put his hand behind him. Come on, y'all, we have to wake up.
Bring it out, huh?
We have to get smarter than what we are. We the wisest people in the world, but we act like we the weakest. Why? Because God have took away our knowledge because we have been disobedient to His law, statutes, and commandments. If we turn back to His law, statutes, and commandments, guess what? We'll get that back. We'll get wisdom back. We'll get understanding back.
That's right.
We'll get everything back that God meant for us to have from the very beginning. He meant for us to be kings and princes from the very beginning.
That's right.
But now, guess what? The servants are the kings. We working for them. And y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. I see a lot wrong with that. I see a lot when I own the damn car and I can't drive it. What's wrong with that picture? The servant is running my household. The men are not being men inside the household because what? Because the white kings who are nothing in this world have turned our princesses against us. We're not even kings in our own house. Y'all don't get mad at that. No, I got to ask my wife. Hey, what kind of stuff is that? A king got to ask his wife. A king has to get permission from his wife.
Bring it out, Doc.
That is not the way God ordained this.
That's right.
God had an order in everything. Give me Corinthians 11:3. God had an order, everything.
Bring it out, Doc. Work them out.
And that order, the only way it's going to work is if we keep that order. We can't do what we want to do. We didn't try that. Look at where we at. We're on the damn street. We're in the hood. When we go to the malls and try to buy something, we don't have enough money to buy it. So we have to go get secondhand stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I would like to be able to go to the mall and buy something brand new every now and then. I would like to treat my kids to something special every now and then. But more importantly, I would like to tell them about their God, the Lord God of Israel, and no other.
That's right.
We are special.
That's right.
Anytime God say, I am the God of Israel and no one else, man, y'all should have been jumping for joy.
That's right.
But y'all sit around like, oh, that ain't nothing. He's everybody's God. Because guess what? Your so-called pastor didn't taught you that lie.
That's right.
And you didn't bother.
That's
The
right.
so-called pastors then went to theological school and learned from your oppressors.
That's right.
And your oppressor teach them what they want them to teach, and they brought it back to the community.
Bring it out, huh?
And then they taught y'all the lies that was taught to them.
That's right.
And then we run around and say, that ain't true. I'm gonna ask my pastor. Your pastor don't know nothing. Your pastor ought to be up here trying to learn, just like you ought to be up here trying to learn.
That's right.
Look at this nigga over here on the other side screaming and hollering. He call himself a man, but he over there screaming and hollering. You got something to say, be a man about it, brother, and come over here. Be a man and come over here. Come over here and state your case, brother. Look at him, hollering on the other side. Ain't nobody got nothing. He trying to take away the word. Well, he coming now. I'll give him a hand, y'all. He decided to come. Now let's see if he come with an understanding. Let's see if he gonna come acting a damn fool. Damn is not a cuss word, brother. Damn is not a cuss word.
Not be in your vocabulary.
You can't tell me how to talk. This is my platform. If you got a question, come up here and ask your question.
When you
Don't tell me what I'm doing.
God's
You don't tell me what we doing, brother.
talking to
You don't tell me what we
You don't
doing,
know what
brother.
I'm talking about.
No, you don't know.
Because of you that the name of Christ is defamed.
This man up here lost his damn mind. Read this up.
You can't
The
say
book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear.
The Bible says, keep your foot when you go in the house of the Lord of God, and be more ready to hear. That means shut your damn mouth.
That's right.
Oh, now you go. Because you know damn well you was coming up here with some trash. You was on the other side of the track talking crazy. Now you come over here and get cut up. We out here to edify our people, and then when you come up here, you want to come up here talking silly. Try to tell somebody that's teaching a word what you think. The Bible is not about what we think. What you got, brother? Hold on for a minute. Bring this out.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge.
The Bible says, though I be rude in speech, I'm not in knowledge.
That's right.
Because we up here, we study this book. This is what we doing. We study to show ourselves approved of the Most High God. The same thing y'all supposed to be doing. And if you're not smart enough to study, give Get with somebody that you can learn from.
That's right.
Don't come up here acting no damn fool. Showing your ass in front of the camera for everybody to see. What you got, brother? Was that all of that? What you got, brother? Brother, take your mask off, man. Ain't nobody up here got no mask on. We all safe because God is looking out for us.
That's right.
What you got to say, brother? All right, brother. Bless, brother. All right. At least the brother came up here and had some kind of sense. You got something? Bring it out.
The book of Job, chapter 13 and verse 5. Oh, that ye would all together hold your peace, and it should be your wisdom.
If you hold your peace, the Bible says, if you hold, says, you got something to say? You got a question to ask? Okay. Okay, what's your heritage? Let me ask you, sis. Don't walk away, sis. We're out here for you. I'm not out here to hurt your feelings or to embarrass you, but we out here to educate you. Well, I can't if you got your ears closed. If you don't want to be educated, sis, then keep rocking. We can't help you. We out here to help those that are lost. We out here to help those that are lost. No, who are you, sis? Do you know who you are, according to the Most High God? Do you know who you are? Say what? I'm asking you. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Do you know who you are according to the Most High God? Okay, if you can't answer the question, then we can't deal with you. You come up.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24.
Hold on. This nut say she's talking about real education. How much more educated can you be than learning about your God? They say it. Like I said, there's nothing to come up here talking about. She want to be educated for real. But guess what? You can't get no more educated than serving the Most High God.
Get on by. Go on in.
You're a nut. Come on, bring it out.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
The Most High Son, Yahushua, answered and said, he's only sent for the Most High, for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Okay? So it's letting you know that everybody, that when you were taught that Christ came for everybody, out of Christ's own mouth, he said he was only sent for the Most High, for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's you blacks, Mexicans, and Native Americans. This is who the Most High God sent Christ for. Okay? So when you go to church and your pastor say he died for everybody, y'all need to get up and walk out of there. Because he's not keeping knowledge. He's not keeping knowledge at all. He's supposed to be up here to educate our people, but he don't know himself. Read this out.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7. For a priest's lips should keep knowledge.
A priest's lips should do what?
Should keep knowledge.
A priest's lips should keep knowledge. What is knowledge? These laws, statutes, and commandments. If he not teaching,
That's what you gon' get with that war. Jeremiah 51 and 20. Battle axes, God's weapons of war. We the battle axes, God's weapons of war.
We on the corner and we ready for war. And I know you ain't seen nothing like this before. We the battle axes, God's weapons of war. We the battle axes, God's weapons of war.